YouTube. Listen, this should be in about, I should do this in about 16 different videos. This one's going to be short, and there are so many cases like this. It makes me sick what our government has become. It makes me sick what our police have come. And please don't get me wrong, there are still some good police out there that honestly try to do an honest living, try to keep people safe. You know, they'll do the right thing no matter what. But there are also, just because somebody's police officer doesn't make them Christian, right? Doesn't make them a good person. I have seen lies on top of lies on top of lies. Lies to judges, lies about clients, lies about, people, criminals, lies constantly. Judges are corrupt. Police officers are corrupt. If you don't believe it, you're living in fantasy land. I've seen this. We've all seen this. They're wrong. What I want to bring up is like that Trayvon Martin kid. You know, I figure like Trayvon, you know, why would he sit there and like bang the guy's head in instead of just run? I don't really know what happened there, but I'm going to guess the guy was walking down the street with his pants hanging down, his hoodie on. That's not a crime. And some guy thought, well, I'll be Mr. Badass and I'll go confront him. Well, he deserved the ass whipping he got if that's the case. Trayvon Martin probably does not deserve to be dead for walking, okay? If that guy hadn't said anything, he'd have never come over there and bothered him in the first place. People need to be left alone by you idiot cops who just go out for no reason. Don't let them push you around. Know your rights. Just what little rights we still have left. But I'm going to tell you about this shooting in, Missouri, where the police swears that the guy had got in the car and tried to get a gun, therefore I shot him. That's not true. Where he was shot is behind the car. If he had been going for the gun in there and got shot, that would have been one thing. I know he wasn't. And every eyewitness I've seen has said, well, the police officer tried to drag him into the car. And, you know, as he got up and went away, he got shot. He stuck his hands in the air, and the guy kept shooting him. And I know this for a fact because he wasn't near the driver's door. He was way back behind the car when he got shot. You don't need to shoot an unarmed man 6 times. It's ridiculous. What bothers me the most is when they protest. They're protesting, and actually civil, decent protest. I'm not talking about people that loot and people that burn business. They're sorry. You're an idiot if you do that to your own community. That's animal monkey behavior. But what I'm talking about is people standing with signs and walking around with protests, and you've got SWAT teams coming in with automatic weapons, pointing at civilians with no weapons. Just to add to the fight, I think they're trying to rile people up, and this goes into my martial law video. That's what they're trying to do, cause civil unrest. Our government is trying all these things, and I guarantee you 9/11 was not true. Everything you heard was not true. It didn't happen that way. No airplane ever hit the Pentagon. I can prove that to you. You guys need to watch Loose Change, 3rd edition. All the proof is there. There's millions of YouTube videos where the proof is there. But once again, like, you can't just trust what the media tells. The media works for the government, okay? The media works for the police officer. The media is going to spin it where some punk kid tried to hurt a wonderful police officer. Not true at all. I don't care. Peripherally, the guy had no reason to shoot. Even if they'd have gotten a fist fight behind the car, and the guy, you know, stuck his hands up, and the other guy shot him with his hands up. And I wasn't there, because I don't know who's right and who's wrong, but I have seen this happen before. This guy needs to be put in jail for murder. I'm not kidding. And all you corrupt cocks that think you're above the law, you need to go to jail. You spend 2 weeks in jail anyway, so you wouldn't be so fast to convict everybody just by the way they look. I am so sick of this. I do not care what color anybody is. People jump on me about President Obama and say, well, it's only because he's black. Man, my best friend's a black guy. What do I care what color he is? Jimmy Carter even said that. He was like, the only reason Obama's getting so much flack is because he's black, and I know because I'm from the South. Jimmy, stop. I'm going to tell you what, Jimmy, you're white, and I hate you 10 times worse than I hate President Obama. It doesn't matter to me what color. I don't care if he's purple. If he's an asshole, he is one. If he's a good president, he is one. You know, I don't care about color. Apparently, these cops do. But I'm afraid it might have a deeper thing to it. Whether these police have been given an Illuminati shoot order if the situation is right, we don't know. But it's to cause civil unrest, and it's to get some of us to jump and start a revolution so they can cause martial law and lock us all down and take our weapons. If you are fool enough to believe that gun control works. Let me give you an idea. First of all, this lady in college, when I was in college, she stood up and she goes, "Yes, I'm for gun control. Bottom line, no guns, no murder." Oh, I just had, excuse me, and I had to point out, like, you're right, nobody was ever murdered before the invention of handguns. Like, Hitler killed a lot of people and didn't use a handgun one, did he? Or TV causes violence. Hitler never had any TV. Stalin never had any TV. Mao didn't have any TV. You people wake up with this garbage. You need to open your eyes and see what your government is doing to you. Yeah, we need a revolution, but then we're playing right into their hands right now. We're not organized that way. But they'll put us all in FEMA camps, starting with Christians. On Obama's #1 list of highly terrorist, or whatever it's called, highly volatile or dangerous, Christians outweigh Muslims and terrorists. Go figure. Evangelical Christians promote a threat, according to this president, and who is a Muslim. He's flat out said it on TV and been corrected. I'm not so sure Michelle isn't a man after seeing all of what I've seen and the whole Joan Rivers thing. But anyway, if you're for handgun control, you believe that gun is the only thing with an evil spirit, right? That's ridiculous. Here's the problem. Murderers, gangbangers, home invaders, they don't have legal guns anyway. Do you think for a minute that when you outlaw guns, take away handguns, that these cats on the street aren't going to have them? All you're doing is hamstringing the guy who wants to just protect his family and never plans to shoot anybody. You take those away, then robbery will go up because they know nobody has a handgun, nobody good. Well, they're going to keep theirs. And as long as, what do you think, you're going to make a law and all the guns in the world will disappear and we'll all live peacefully? You must be an idiot. Here's what I have to say to you gun control people. I hope it's your family next. I hope when they take everybody's gun, I hope it's your family next that a guy walks in with a gun who you've outlawed. Oh, thank goodness for that. And I hope it's your family next. And then you'll say, wow, if I'd only had a gun. What about these guys? One poor little guy, one time this Jewish guy, him and his wife got kidnapped, and 3 of them raped his wife, and he couldn't do a thing about it with a gun under his throat. Now they have to live with that. Or even worse, you got, let's see, what example was I going to use? That doctor, those 2 guys invaded his house and raped his wife and his 2 young daughters, and then ended up killing his wife and his 2 young daughters after the young daughters had all the money to give to him.